the T app is ruining men's lives right now. So there's this app called the T app. Now this app is only for women. You have to prove that you're a woman before you get accepted into it. The way the T app works is women will leave either green or red flags for men that they've dated. Green being good, red being bad. They can also leave Yelp sort of reviews on these men as well. Now a big problem with this app is the men posted to the app are basically all public against their will.
Hello and welcome back once again to hundreds of thousands of men on the internet versus consequences and accountability for their very own actions. It's always amazing to me when men expose themselves for actually understanding the concept of consent for the first time. It's crazy. It's crazy how things have to start happening to you for that to click finally in your brain. But anyways, you've already seen what we're about to get into, what we're talking about today. The T app is going absolutely mega, triple, platinum viral across the internet right now. It has every incel, 4chan, whatever, loser ass male panicking. And I'm here to talk about it as always. So make sure you remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTube stuff. Oh my bad, my name is Andra. Hi, I go by Hope You Find Your Dad on many platforms such as TikTok and here. But then Instagram and everywhere else, just my first and last name. I'll give you a hint on where you can find that. I think you're smart enough, but let's get into it. So if you haven't figured it out by now, there's this app called the T app that's going super viral online right now, in which women created because the state of dating has gotten so terrible, so atrocious, so awful, I can attest to this, that they have now desperately tried to create this app to keep each other safe. And the intention of the app, right, was to make it, and then if you've had a horrible, like awful experience, you would try and warn other women of what this man has done to you. And obviously, men across the internet are fuming about it because there's nothing worse you can do to a man than tell the truth about the way that he treated you. But funny enough, two major things have happened because of this, and it's interesting that I don't see any of these men who pretend to actually care about safety and the truth reporting on either of them. Although I will say some of them are sharing this first one. Now, of course, the outrage went so viral, it went absolutely triple, mega, double platinum on 4chan and Reddit, and where all the little incels hang out, who will never interact with a woman anyway, so I don't know why you're so upset about what we have to say. Hackers went and leaked 13,000 users' photos and IDs from the T app. It was supposed to be a safe space for women. The company has now reported that it detected unauthorized access to about 72,000 images, including 13,000 selfies and images of identification documents, because they used to make you register with your ID, which the company solicited to verify that the women on the app are women. Sorry, I botched that. But the users are supposed to be women when they enter the app, so you have to share your ID. And I will say the funniest part about all of that is that the men think it's like this big gotcha moment, like, oh, we got you, we're exposing you. And whilst you are doxing women's home addresses and full names, that's kind of terrible. And as always, of course, the irony is completely lost on them that their main argument against the whole thing was that this is doxing people. This is giving away personal information against people's will. We're not consenting to that. And now you're sitting here cheering on women as they're getting doxed and harassed and their lives are being put at risk. Yeah. Suddenly you don't really care. No one was giving away men's full names and fucking home addresses so that you could show up at their homes and harm them, you fucking psychopaths. Like, that is a database breach. That's a breach of privacy. Yet you're not really destroying women's lives here. Like, oh no, women are using an app to communicate about the horrible things you have done to them. Like, I don't know about you, but that wouldn't really be like a point of shame. Although I do want to be clear, I usually don't end up supporting any of these apps or groups. I think the concept is great. I do support the thought and the idea, but they usually end up pretty atrociously. Moderation on these apps and these platforms, they've tried to do this a number of times, usually is just garbage, and things get out of hand. Women end up fighting in there, and then like some people are allowed to post, some people aren't. It gets all weird, and no one has figured out how to handle it. But obviously, all of these males are super duper upset about it, right? And the funniest part is they're all over the internet complaining about how women are in there lying about them. This one's one of my favorites, highly recommend. He's posted several videos now crashing out over this. We could do a whole segment on that man. For all of these men who are complaining, they keep posting these follow-up spiral videos pretty much proving that the women in there probably weren't lying about them at all. Like, yeah, statistically, I'm sure there are some women that are lying, but all of these men who have come forward so ragingly upset about it so far have proven themselves walking red flags, and I'm gonna be on any woman's side before them. But the most interesting part about this is that I don't see any of these men who are concerned with truth and safety reporting on the men's response to these group chats. Men are on the internet right now screaming and crying, claiming that their app they tried to make in response to the women's app got shut down because females mass reported it. That's not true. You know why I know that? And you know why everyone knows that? Because they've attempted this multiple times in the past, okay? They have tried this on Reddit. They have tried this on 4chan. They have made Snapchat groups, Facebook groups, and every single time it ends up them just sharing a bunch of revenge porn photos of their girlfriends and ex-girlfriends, and it gets shut down immediately. Like, I'm sorry, women always go in with the intention to make these apps to protect women. Safety first, right? Trying to prevent women from getting harmed by men. And men see this and they think the appropriate response always is to illegally share revenge photos of women. How is that equivalent at all? That's because in their minds, the worst thing women can do is go around telling the fucking truth about what men do to us when they think no one will know and no one will ever hear about it. And apparently, in a man's mind, telling the truth about someone and the way they treat you and letting that be known publicly is equivalent to sharing revenge photos of your girlfriend. That's all they can come up with. And whilst I'm not in favor of any of these groups, because again, I think they get derailed and fucked up real quickly, these two things are not fucking equivalent. And let me be clear, the takeaway from all of this is that women make these groups with the intention to try and protect other women and keep them safe, even if there's a large margin of error, even if it gets derailed. But men, their reaction, their intention with these groups is to destroy women, to humiliate them, to shame them. That's fucked up. You're fucked up, dudes. And you know what someone said that really resonated with me? It's like Donnie and the you-know-what Jeffrey files, okay? You wouldn't be so freaked out if you knew you weren't going to be in them. So maybe just stop being an asshole. Have you thought about that? That might be easier than constantly freaking out and trying to discredit women for the rest of your life. Just stop being terrible to women. And maybe you wouldn't have a problem with women talking about how goddamn terrible you are. I don't know. Food for thought. Make sure you like and subscribe.